Welcome back, everyone, to Master of Command. This is Prophet of the Constitution, and today we continue our King's Household playthrough. I did update some of the colors since our cavalry was upgraded to the actual royal cavalry here in the French tree. They needed some adjustment. The colors didn't transfer one-to-one from the gentleman cavalry. So now, each one has their proper colors, and of course retained their name. The white, green, blue, and yellow. Otherwise, the banners and the like are the same, just different coloration. The Royal Swedes have joined the French army, particularly grenadiers. So that's an excellent addition. And otherwise, I'm just trying to keep up with some of the colors for the other units as we upgrade them as well, since they do change somewhat. So, fantastic. Now that we're doing that, though, we do have a headquarters battle to do. They are heading our way. We could potentially try to make it to some other settlement, or try to find some sort of encounter here, but they're about to get to us, so we'll see. We probably won't have much time at all before they reach us. Maybe we can get the battlefield first. I don't think so unless we speed it up. It's not... yeah, we missed it. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Hanoverian Cav. Hanoverian Grenadiers, Field Artillery, Veteran Foot, good deal of Veteran Foot, good deal of Foot. They got Foot Guards, British Grenadiers, Horse Grenadier Guards, and some more Veteran Foot. So they do have 4 cavalry. Those Horse Grenadier Guards could be very difficult to deal with. But we have our full army now. 2 brigades of cavalry. 1 brigade of light infantry, 1 brigade, not light infantry, line infantry. It sounded kind of like it could have been either one. Alright, 1 brigade of artillery, and 1 brigade of grenadiers. Alright, that's looking good. So let's go ahead and get into this battle here. See what we can do with it. Should be pretty epic battle here. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm fairly confident it will go well. We'll see what the terrain looks like here in just a moment. Alright, so it is this map where we have the settlement here. We do have these 2 hills on this side, should we choose to go that direction. And the river here. Let's see what they got real quick. What kind of equipment. The Veteran Foot have earthworks. That's kind of dangerous. Alright, British Foot with excellent weapons. Hanoverian Cav is pretty tough. And as I suspected, the Horse Grenadier Guards look the toughest, seem to have the best equipment of all their horse. This British Foot Brigade is very well equipped, actually. Very well equipped. Veteran Foot and Foot Guards also very well equipped. 72 melee stat, 92 accuracy. They got a 30% combat effectiveness bonus. The accuracy on these British units is absolutely intimidating. Their reload is not bad, but these Foot Guards, 27-second reload. These guys are going to become a prime target for our artillery brigade. That is definitely the case. Okay. We're going to stay here because we don't have to move very far at all in order to utilize this location. We do not have to do much at all. Alright, let me move the general back here for a moment because we need to coordinate what it is we're going to be doing with our troops. I may keep some of the cavalry in reserve and send some on the flank, send them all on the flank, or send some on either flank, but I doubt I'll do the either flank because being so close to this left part of the map here, there's not much room for them to maneuver, so I don't think we're going to be doing that. Grenadiers are ready here. Infantry right here. Okay. So, considering most of their army is on that side, we can most definitely take up positions here. I'd rather do it down here so there's more opportunities for them to get mixed up in this mess. The ice, frozen swamp looking land here, the river. So what I'll do, let's see, which one of these guys has the best range? 165 for the Royal Marine. Alright, not too bad. Alright, and they do have the best cover as well. So the Royal Marines, very fitting, are going to work more in this water swamp mess. And everybody else is going to be operating here near this town. I am going to keep unit of Grenadiers here with them. And the rest of the Grenadiers will also be functioning up here. I think I want all of the cavalry on one flank so they can better support each other, and we can actually deal with their cavalry and artillery much more effectively. So I believe that's what we're going to do. Alright, the artillery is already unlimbered, so when the enemy gets in range, we'll be able to do that. Now let's see here. We're going to move the cavalry first because we're going to make adjustments to our army. After the enemy starts to move, we got to see kind of how their facing is going to be. I'm going to adjust the Marines right now, though. I believe they're going to turn their line this way somewhat. Yeah. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. That works out quite nicely. I may set up here. This will give us a little bit more cover for our units overall, I believe. And with that British accuracy, we definitely want as much of that as we possibly can have, because it's pretty intense fighting the British with such capability in their accuracy. It's it ain't really a joke. The Brits are not to be underestimated. Yes, they tend to not be as numerically capable as most countries, but their resources are vast. Not that that necessarily comes into effect in this game, but their resources are vast, and to add to it, they are very professional, elite soldiers. Sometimes their officers aren't as great, but generally the officers are fairly capable as well. So I would not be willing to underestimate the British Army at any point in history. Not wise. The British have always kept themselves fairly formidable. Alright, they're taking their sweet time to move up here. Gotta try to do our best to roll their flank as quickly as possible with the cavalry. Because as you can see, they are slated anyway to outflank us basically on every side. So, how capable are our Grenadiers here at shooting? They're actually not bad. Actually, that's the funny thing. They're not actually that bad. Right, we're actually going to have some of the Grenadiers join the firing line here just to be sure that we'll be capable of dealing with any kind of flank attacks they'll have for us. Alright, where's the artillery targeting right now? Alright, that's not bad. Veteran foot, that's good. It's good stuff. Target those foot guards right there, that's pretty important. Alright, time to start moving. Both of those cavalry units are going to hit them in the flank. That's excellent. Yeah, that ain't going to last very long for them. Alright, we're going in. Sending everybody in. Here we are. Just hit them with everything. Completely overwhelm the Grenadiers. They don't have any cavalry support over here or anything, so that's not going to end very favorably for them. Let's adjust the line here. See if I can get something a little more able to face the enemy lines. I know we'll be overlapping a little in the rivers, but it's not a huge concern to me with the it'd be nice though if they'd stop running. That'd be fantastic. There we go. Alright, let's see. We already in. Yep, we're already firing on one another. Alright. Let's fire at the foot guards again, shall we? The other foot guards. Hanoverian cavalry is prepared and at the ready. Let's see. Chevalier. Yeah, eliminate them. Cavalry is moving up. Who are they going to charge? I'm betting they're going to charge the gendarmes. Well, maybe not, actually. Excellent. Intercepted them. And absolutely decimated them. Check on the line infantry and the troops. And they are outranging us. That's not good. Alright, gonna move up there. They're trying to charge our cavalry. See if we can get them support in time. They are taking some hits. If we can intercept them, then we'll join the fight again. Baiting the enemy cavalry is more important than I can explain here. It's just a very, very important thing. Alright, Grenadiers, be at the ready. It looks like they might decide to do some funny business. We better target the cavalry there on the flank so that we don't get flanked. That'd be just a little important. How we doing, boys? How we doing against the foot guards? Oh, they are charging. Okay. Countercharge. See if we can intercept. We did. We intercepted. Now we're going to charge them. And those Grenadiers, man, we shattered their foot guards. That's rough for them. Alright, we're going to charge across the line here. We're going to take out their guns and the Hanoverian cavalry. Oh, man. That ain't good. They are attempting to intercept our cavalry there with their horse grenadier guards. That's rough. Alright, form up, form up. Get ready to hit the foot guards again, boys. Alright. Join in the fight there. Help them out, boys. Oh, that canister was devastating. Ouch. Alright, we are wreaking havoc in their back lines now. How's the front line holding? Alright, we're doing good. Issue the charge. Go in together. Take out the British foot guards. Take them out, boys. Excellent. Alright, roll into the next unit of British foot. Form up, cavalry. Form up. Very good. I'll let you boys keep doing your thing. What are you doing? There's men to chase down. Go kill them. Okay. Excellent. They're still doing a great job. Chase down the foot guards, boys. Chase down the foot. Finish them off. I don't want them coming back to the fight. Alright, things are going well right now. Excellent, excellent. We got them caught in the river because they had to retreat over it. That is phenomenal. That's very, very, very good. Alright, shift the line a little bit there. Excellent. Continue chasing them down. Alright. Do the same with the foot guards here. Alright. Let's get the Chevalier back over here. Chevalier, come on. Chevalier. I'm a big fan of them. They are some very effective cavalry. Alright, the line is shattering. No, let's not send you in. Send you in. There we go. Alright, send in the grenadiers. The time has come. Sending them in. Here they go. They're charging. They might receive a volley. Nope. The enemy retreated before they got to them. And this battle is nearly over. And there we are. That was the headquarters battle, guys. That went very, very well. They came against our line. They got kind of scattered here. Their units weren't quite sure how to handle the river under fire. The foot guards wanted to give us a charge, but because we had grenadiers in the firing line, and specifically the grenadier guard, this battle over here, that was just awesome. I was very, very pleased. Our men did an excellent job in that fight. Absolutely phenomenal. Not bad, 1359, I'll take it. Let's see what kind of items we got. Excellent bayonets. Coffee rations. Alright, 117 for this artillery unit here of theirs. 171 for the British foot. 101 for the grenadiers. 207 for the foot guards. 180 for foot guards, and otherwise we kept them down. Only lost 1910. Wow. Killed 13,786. Our cavalry devastated their lines. Absolutely devastated it. Our line infantry did well as well. Grenadiers, artillery. Our guys did pretty good across the line. The French Guard, 1,753 kills. These guys are not to be underestimated. They are not messing around. Excellent work. Alright, we're going to get the tallers and the ammo so we can keep equipping our men in the next act. Lots of experience to go around. I love to see that. Alright, let's see what artillery ability we can get here. A trait, I should say, for our commander. Morale damage received, and melee. I don't like any of those things, so let's re-roll that. Morale, charge, combat effectiveness. We'll do combat effectiveness because officer command radius does nothing because I keep them in 1 grand battery usually. And combat effectiveness increases both accuracy and reload. Oh, well, plus melee and charge, but that doesn't matter for artillery. Let's do that. Alright, and our grenadiers. Let's see what we get. I like brave, but I don't really want them to receive more fire damage. They don't need keen. Zealous is cool too, though, but again, fire damage. So it's either reduction to morale damage received or increase to charge. I think Zealous. We are the guard, after all. I mean, we are the king's household guard, so we're going to do that. Zealous. Excellent. Let me make sure and check all of these. You are ready. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, they are already leveled up, but some of them are starting to level quite nicely. As the heavy cavalry, which is great. Artillery is gaining some levels, even the newer artillery. Our gendarmes are almost level 9 already. Absolute powerhouses is what they are. Absolute powerhouses. Alright, do we have coffee for all of our artillery? Yes, we do. How about our line infantry? We do, but some of them are just basic. So we're going to fix that problem. We're going to fix that right away. We have excellent horses for everyone, I believe, so we don't need the good horses. Alright. And the reload and move speed, that's helpful. Alright. Here we are. Choose doctrine. Ooh, infantry move speed 20%. Campaign move speed and eyes of the army. Campaign movement speed and visibility. Wow, I like all of these. Big fan of all of these. Normally my instinct would be to take eyes of the army. Because move speed on the campaign and visibility on the campaign is so powerful. It's so crucial. And it's very historically powerful as well. Super, super important. Probably second campaign move speed. Of course, obviously, in this case, I would choose the move speed and visibility, even with the replenishment malice, over the campaign move speed. However, I believe we're going to go for the 20%. Ordre profond. Because it's French, and we're trying to be as French-themed as possible here. We're going to do that. It's going to be funny how fast our grenadiers move with that as well. It's going to be really funny. Okay. So, we can protect Normandy against the English. We can occupy southern England against the English. That is hilarious. Occupying southern England, that's funny. Reinforce Flanders against the English. The Royal Allemand Cavalry. And loading drills. Reload 15%. That's excellent. Officer settlements gain promotion when hired. We don't really need that. And Swiss Guards. It's the most hilarious one, but it's the one we need the least. Diesbach Fusiliers are okay, and flying batteries are okay. Reinforcing Flanders is probably the best for the Royal Allemand Cavalry and the loading drills. There's something hilarious about occupying southern England, though. It's just... And considering it's Act 3 and we can raid... Listen, it's not going to improve our army much. I mean, the Swiss Guard are good, but, like, we don't need officer promotion at settlements when hired. We don't need this other stuff. We really need the reload more. But I've got to try to occupy southern England. That's just so funny. We're going to do it. We're going to occupy southern England. So we're going to be in England burning everything to the ground. Act 3, Southern England. Somehow we got across the channel. The British Navy screwed up. Not good. for them. Scorched earth. General, the country ahead has been put to the torch. Storehouses are empty, mills are broken, wells fouled, and what little remains is dear to buy. Morale will suffer in this barren ground. Proceed with extreme caution. The enemy has posted their best troops here to force a decisive engagement and end the war. Choose your ground carefully and press hard when you find the enemy's main body. Beat them here, and the war is won. You've carried the army this far. Hold firm, and you will finish it. Alright, supply cache, see what's going on. I'm pretty sure we're going to say no because it's 3 days for some resources we don't need. Okay. Let's take a look. We need 3 forts. Although I really don't care too much about the objectives. To be honest. Secure 6 settlements. Okay. Well, we are just going to go on our merry way and look for anything to burn and pillage and take and kill. Yeah. Hidden contraband, passive search, or thorough? We're going to do thorough. Ooh, we lose 5% of our troops. We go from 75-72 to 62-90, 62-89. And we lost 3 days anyway. That's great. Cool. Let's see what they have here at Sherborne. Stable. Alright. They do have Hungarian horses, 8 charge, 8 move speed. 8 charge, 8 move speed. How are we doing on move speed, by the way? Those are pretty even. It's not terrible. It's not quick, really, but it's not terrible. Let's sell a few items here, see what we can get out of them. Alright. Quartermaster, yeah, we want entrenching tools. We want shepherd's axes. I think we have good enough shoes for everybody, pretty much. Except them. That's alright. Alright. That works out well. Town square. That's fine. Don't need any of that. Now, limber chest. Do we have large limber chests in gold for everyone? No, we don't. So we're going to do that. Excellent. Alright, let's see. Entrenching tools. Very good. Shepherd's axes. Yes, indeed. Alright. Artillery. There we go. Alright, that works. And now, we're going to raid it. Come on, England. Your land is burning. Come after us. Send an army. We are ready for you, England. Excellent. And I'm glad I waited to buy those shoes now, because the half gaiters are even better than the sturdy shoes. That'll work out quite nicely. Alright. Very good. Let's proceed. Ah, they did send an army. Except they decided they don't want to fight. Well, that's unfortunate for them because, see, I do want to fight. Light Dragoons, Dragoon Guards, Veteran Foot, Highland Grenadiers with some Highland Foot, Veteran Highland Foot, I should say, and more Highland Grenadiers. 6 Grenadiers. Alright, we got to be ready for this melee combat because they are about to bring the pain. Or try to, anyway. The cavalry should mitigate that. Alright. There is a river. And a little settlement. Let's see the speed of our troops now, too, actually. Wow. Not bad. I think we just want to set up kind of... Well, I would say maybe in those woods. They do have a hill back there to help protect. I think that's where we want our artillery. Set them up on the hill. Going to keep the cavalry ready. They don't have artillery in this army. So we're going to keep the cav to the flanks, I believe. Alright, this will work right here. This looks good. We'll move up the infantry. The artillery will be here at the ready. I think we'll have the grenadiers join the flanks of the firing line, actually, this time. We can use them in melee if we want, but this way, the cavalry behind will function as the main response force to any enemy charges. Alright. See what kind of equipment they have. That is dangerous. 139 charge. Wow. That might be their most dangerous unit. 136 charge. These Highland Grenadiers, man. These Scots don't play around. Wow. Those light dragoons are pretty tough too. Stout. Alright. Well, our men are nearly in position. Alright, let's see here. Where do we want to set up here? Set up in the woods here. Set up the Swiss here likewise. They're kind of overlapping too much for my liking. Let's adjust this. Alright. We'll set the Marines on the left. In addition to these guys, because we want them to heavily reinforce that section, considering the Highland Grenadiers are stacked up pretty heavily on the left flank. Of course, we're going to do as much shelling with the artillery as we possibly can as well. Alright, we don't need a long line over here, so the Grenadiers will be set up over here. In melee to defend. Alright, looking good. Artillery, hurry up and finish getting in position. Thank you. Let's adjust the line here somewhat. Kind of make sure we get a little bit of cover from the fence line. Alright, looking good. Cavalry's in defense and support. Artillery, I like that and everything, but I want you to fire on the Highland Grenadiers, because they are a real and present danger. Royal Marines might get mauled a little bit in this one. So far, we're alright. Let's set up the cavalry a little bit more wisely here. The good news is, with them getting so close to our lines, our dragoons can fire over our men as well. Grenadiers are getting pretty close. Alright, keep firing. Excellent. Our Royal Marines just messed those Grenadiers up. That volley was devastating. Alright, we just issued a volley. We're going to do a charge. And we're going to support it with the cavalry. They're bringing their cav across. They noticed we're doing a daring charge. They don't really like that too much. Shattering them. Excellent. Now, we're going to get the grenadiers to keep the charge going, but we're going to stop the cavalry. Because we want that. Ah, the Marines are engaged. Okay. Crush them. And cavalry, get over here on the double quick to deal with their potential cavalry charge. I forgot to tell all the cavalry to be melee priority, so we're going to do that right now. Because I don't want them to just run up and shoot. Alright, they're attacking together. Start rolling the line down. Wow, and they were shattered by our guns. That's great. Alright, keep it up. Reform, reform. Issue the charge, boys. Oof, the Marines took a hit, but we're doing alright. The Cav did their job. Run off the enemy cavalry. Excellent. Alright. Artillery. Blast them. The Grenadiers are coming in to face our troops. We're not going to let that happen. Countercharging them. Excellent. Took some damage with our cavalry. Doing well on the whole, however. And our Grenadiers are going to finish this fight. Excellent. Alright. That went very, very well. They were Grenadier heavy, but we beat them. Look at that. Excellent Potsdams. I like that. Neustadt muskets. 148 for the Dragoon Guards. 186 for Highland Grenadiers. 121 for Highland Grenadiers. 911. We killed 7365. That is brutal. Those Brits got massacred. Absolutely demolished. Being Frenchmen, that brings us no end of pleasure, of course. No end of pleasure. The French always take great, great joy out of seeing British get decimated. Not bad, actually, the new stats. I'm not too hip on them, but they are excellent, so that is good. Alright, that does good for the rifles. Or muskets, rather. Let's not do that. Stamina. That's still 12 stamina. It's better than that is. And we can still give a morale item to our men. Well, never mind, we can't. We gave them the coffee rations, and I don't really want to lose that. Alright, that works out. Stamina. Stamina. And they don't have any of these hangers or anything yet, so we'll give them that. That should work out well. Yep, they've got rations already. They have rations. They don't, so we can give it to them. Alright. That works out very good. Alright, outpost, here we come. Low on ammo, provide ample ammo. And they were overrun anyway. Well, that's unfortunate. First time I've had that happen in one of our games so far. I have seen that before in some of my own games, but First time I've had it happen in one of our games. Alright. Cavalry pistols and heavy saddles. I'm certain that we need more saddles. And perhaps my certainty is misplaced. Oops, let's go over here. It's this one. So we can use heavy saddles, actually. So let's go ahead and check that. Alright, let's see. Do they have lances? They don't have weapons. They have a lance. They don't have a weapon. Okay, so we can use all of those. That works. That should increase the capability of our troops enormously. As should the equipment we find here. Very good. We need more half gators? I don't think we do. I think that's what we've got for everybody, pretty much. Alright, that works out well. Ah, we do want earthworks. Most definitely. Alright. Earthworks. There we go. Excellent. You have cylindricals already. No, we have cylindricals, but that's 10 reload and 8 reload and 4 accuracy. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. They all have basket hilt hangers, except for the new Royal Swedes. Okay, who needs armor the most that can sustain a loss to their speed? That would be the Czars. That would help them immensely. Who has the lowest speed? That'll work out nicely. Excellent. Give that to them. Alright. That looks great. And I wonder what's to befall of this. Oh, never mind. Alright, Britain. Send something after us. Ah. I like that. Entrenching tools, that's very good. Alright. Alright, they all have entrenching tools now. But one is just good, not excellent, so we'll keep an eye on that. On down the road we go, I suppose. Check out the slums. Be good if that reveals something to us. The feud. Alright. Volunteers or weapons. Let's do the weapons, see what we get. That's not bad at all. Light sockets. Yep, we'll do that. Alright. Alright, not bad. So, we have more excellent muskets. Are all of our carbines excellent? We do actually have a unit without carbines still. That's not great. See, that's the only problem. Since we have 8 cavalry units to outfit, now we finally have carbines for all of them, but we still haven't got to test our carbine idea for our infantry. Unless we get a lot more carbines, I'm not sure we will be able to. Like I said, though, if we don't get to try it out, we'll do it in the next campaign or two. I will do that because that sounds very exciting, to equip the troops with carbines and give them range and reload and see how much you can push it. But it's very difficult with a cavalry heavy army because so much of the cavalry needs the carbines. Considering that the cavalry cannot equip muskets. So, alright. Let's head down here and do battle with this enemy army here. Except they're going to run. Okay. Let's see what they have here at Baldium. We are getting into heavy sabers, palash swords, and cavalry pistols. Let's do that. That should be a big upgrade. Gun picks, yes. Full gators, that's even better than the ones that aren't full. Excellent equipment there. Awesome. 3 pocket Bibles for 15% morale damage receive reduction and 10% fire damage reduction. The bonus for the pocket Bibles is so good, especially for cavalry. I usually give it to line infantry because they're the ones taking fire damage the most, but heavy cavalry specifically, since they have so few men, if they take a heavy volley from something, it's going to annihilate them. This helps remediate that problem. Let me see if we need any upgrade. No, we got what we need for them, so that's awesome. And more earthworks. That's just what we need. Okay, time to outfit our men here. Let's see, 16, 16, 14, and 20. Go ahead and do that. They already have excellent swords, likewise. Okay. They need better swords anyway. Full gators. They need full gators. And they need full gators. They'll have half for now. That's alright. Excellent gun picks. They've got good. They've got just standard. They've got standard. We need to give that to them. These are for sale. Let's see. Pistols, 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 pistols. Those two have spears. Lances, I should say. Right, we can give them some pistols for now also. Okay. Basket hilt hangers, basket hilt hangers, and basket hilt hangers. Okay, that works out well. Now, they have Bibles. They have excellent Bibles. They don't. They're going to get some. And they do, so that's good. Most of our heavy cavalry is equipped with them. And then we just need 2 more to equip with our other cavalry for the extra protection. Alright, very good. Let's see, I want cover for you. Huh. I'm going to swap out the accuracy, I think. Let's see what the accuracy looks like here. 60, 62. Could give them the accuracy. Alright. That looks fairly good. Excellent. Alright. Now we're going to burn this to the ground. If they respond, they respond. If they don't respond, well, then I guess their people just can be plenty angry at them too because they're doing nothing for them. England has not seen such a dark day. More pocket Bibles and cylindrical ramrods. That's good. I do prefer the cylindricals. Alright, let's see. Cavalry. Excellent. Give that to them for now. That'll work out quite nicely. Check out this convoy. They did send an army to go help them, but they are in retreat now. Good thing we have the hospitals, because this would be an attrition. That means nothing. It's resolved. Let's head on down here. I really would like to catch up to them. And there is a fort that we're going to get here as well. Heavy entrench. Okay. 5 days. Bombard. We're going to bombard it. We have some good ammo, right? Let's do it. We captured the redoubts. That's awesome. And, let's see. Breach the walls. Mass bombardment. Yeah, we're going to do bombardment. And they're breached. Okay. And we have grenades saved for this. So we are going to use grenades to capture the fort. Excellent. We got some more carbines. Some more muskets. They're not very good muskets, but we have them. $100 every time you visit a settlement. Officer morale on the radius. And blitz. I'm going to reroll. Let's see what we get. Mountain attrition, move speed, loot from pillaging, ammo consumption. We're going to do loot from pillaging. Since we are burning the British countryside quite nicely. Okay. I think we want to try, for the carbine method, we want to try the Potts Dams first. 104 range. 104, 28, 4 seconds, 30 seconds. Although I really want to get rid of the basic ones here. I'm going to do that first. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to call it here. We just got rid of a fort. We have an army to fight here. We have settlements on either side of us. with forts to go. I haven't found any of the encamped armies yet. I'm hoping we can do that also before the headquarters. They're stationed here. We're already on day 47 out of 124, but things are going well. We're burning the land, and we are bringing all Frenchmen into unity for their displeasure for the English and how pleased they are that we've landed somehow in southern England. All right. That's excellent. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time to continue our campaign. God bless.